Okay, let's unpack this. Think about the last time you were shopping, maybe grabbing groceries or maybe browsing in a mall somewhere. Did you consciously notice the music playing? Probably not, right? Most of us, well, we just don't. But what if I told you that music isn't just background noise? It's having this fascinating sort of silent chat with your brain, subtly nudging your choices.
Precisely. And that's what we're diving deep into today, this idea of the silent salesperson. We're exploring how background music in retail, it isn't just random ambiance at all. It's actually a powerful, pretty sophisticated psychological tool. It's deliberately designed, really, with a very clear objective
Mm.
to influence how you shop, often at a level you might not even perceive.
Right. And our mission today, pulling from the sources you shared, is basically to pull back the curtain on this hidden conductor, the one behind those retail soundtracks. We want to really get a handle on just how much this unseen force shapes our decisions. Your sources had such a great example of this. The anecdote about Shabna at the mall. She steps into this upscale shop, and without really registering it, her pace slows down to match some gentle classical music. And 30 minutes later, she's bought more than she planned.
Hmm.
Then, totally different scene. She's in the food court, fast tempo, pop music is playing, and she finds herself eating faster. And later in a wine shop, there's French music playing softly, and suddenly she's drawn to Bordeaux wines, even though she usually prefers Italian. She never consciously noticed any of it, but her behavior was clearly, well, steered.
Yeah.
How does that even happen? It seems almost like magic.
Well, what's truly fascinating here is that it's anything but accidental or magic. This is the deliberate application of music psychology, and it's rooted really deep in our evolutionary past. I mean, think about it. Music actually predates language itself by at least 40,000 years.
40,000 years, wow.
Yeah. So this means it activates these ancient reward systems deep in our brains.
Mm-hmm.
It often just bypasses our rational conscious decision-making entirely. And that's why music impacts us so directly, so profoundly. It influences us way below our conscious awareness.
So it's almost like a direct line to our primal instincts then, skipping the whole conscious thought process. That's an incredible claim. How do we even know this subtle influence is really working? Is there hard data? So something that quantifies the impact?
Oh, there absolutely is. There's research, for instance, from the University of Bath showing that using music strategically can increase what consumers spend by over 10%. It's not just about, setting a mood. It's about a measurable increase in engagement and ultimately sales.
Yeah.
And this whole approach, it's grounded in solid environmental psychology.
Okay.
For example, there's the Moravian and Russell model. It's kind of a foundational concept for understanding how we respond to environments. It shows how retail spaces trigger emotional states in us, things like pleasure and arousal. And these states then directly determine if a shopper will, approach or avoid that space. That's the blueprint for sonic strategy, shaping that emotional response using sound.
Okay, so it's not just random noise, it's this carefully orchestrated symphony. And each musical element is sort of conducting a different part of your shopping trip. So what are the key instruments in this retail orchestra?
Well, you've basically got three major elements playing together. First, you've got tempo. That's the pace setter. A slow tempo encourages lingering, browsing. One study actually found supermarket shoppers spent 38% more time in the store when slow music was playing.
38% more time.
Yeah, and that led to a 32% increase in sales.
Yeah.
Now, conversely, fast tempo speed up eating in fast food places, obviously. And interestingly, they also increase variety-seeking behavior, maybe grabbing more different items.
Huh. That makes perfect sense for fast food wanting quick turnover. Okay, what about volume?
Ah, volume. That's the mood modulator.
Mm.
Generally, moderate volume creates comfort, maybe a sense of privacy. But if it's too loud, it usually creates stress, drives customers away. Although strategically, sometimes high volume can be used to deter, say, older customers while maybe drawing in teens. It can act as a demographic filter.
Right, creating a specific vibe. And okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. Genre, the brand's storyteller. Going back to Shabna and the wine, can the type of music actually push you towards specific products?
Absolutely. That famous experiment in the wine shop is the perfect illustration. When they played French music, French wines outsold German wines 3-1, just dominated. Then they switched to German music, and guess what? German wines outsold French 2-1.
Wow, just by changing the music.
Just the music. And get this,
Yeah.
only 14% of shoppers even realized the music might have influenced their choice. So it wasn't just setting a general mood, it was actively guiding specific purchase decisions.
Only 14% noticed. That's almost... Yeah, unsettling is the word. So,
Okay.
okay, connecting this to the bigger picture for businesses, it means music isn't just some nice-to-have extra. It's a core strategic asset.
Precisely. Music really should align perfectly with the brand's identity.
Yeah.
A luxury store might use classical music for sophistication. An outdoor retailer might go for folk music, something earthy. And retailers also strategically adjust tempo. They might slow it down to encourage browsing or speed it up during busy peak hours to keep things moving.
It's just incredible how much thought goes into something we barely even register most of the time. And it sounds like this isn't static either. It's evolving, right? What are your sources saying about where this is all headed?
Yeah, it's moving way beyond simple playlists now. The sources highlight emerging trends like AI systems that dynamically adjust the music based on maybe your profile or your shopping patterns in the moment, even creating zone-specific soundscapes within larger stores, or time-of-day playlists that adapt to the store's energy levels.
That sounds like science fiction, but you're saying it's not. It's actually happening.
You're right, it's not fiction, it's the emerging frontier. We're already seeing some luxury retailers using sophisticated systems. They adjust music tempo based on real-time store traffic,
Hmm.
slowing down the soundtrack when there are only a few customers, encouraging them to explore and linger.
So, okay, the next time you're out shopping, and maybe you find yourself unexpectedly lingering longer, or perhaps buying a bit more than you planned, take a moment. Pay attention to the music playing around you. It's truly amazing, isn't it? This profound, subtle power of music as a silent salesperson.
It really is. And now you, the listener, you're aware of this silent conversation, this chat happening between your sort of ancient brain and the modern commercial world. And this raises an important question.
Yeah, what other seemingly harmless, innocuous elements in our environment might be subtly guiding our choices, speaking a language that's even older than words?